But this is not the only version of the Declaration of Independence that survives.
The other document that I want to show you is this, Thomas Jefferson's draft of the Declaration of Independence. And you can see on the side, there's these notes.
Yeah.
Once Congress got their hands on this, they started changing words, changing meanings. I think the most notable one is in that famous phrase that people are endowed with certain unalienable rights. Jefferson originally wrote inherent and inalienable rights. Inherent rights, which Jefferson used several times, means that all people are born
with these rights. Okay, so if these rights are not inherent, then they're not necessarily born with them. Only a few people are born with them.
And that applied only to white society.
White male society.
Yes.
It never occurred to me that the rights to freedom spelled out in the Declaration of Independence were deliberately phrased to exclude slaves and women. Thomas Jefferson's original draft, preserved here in the American Philosophical Society, describes the rights as inherent, meaning they should apply to everybody from birth. But the final signed version only describes certain unalienable rights. In other words, only rights landowning white men already had couldn't be taken away. The Declaration of Independence, it says that all men are created equal. That's not what it meant.
They aren't writing for the enslaved. They aren't writing for women. The thing is about this document is that slavery existed in this period, but the word is never used, and they're purposeful about not using it because they know that it does not comport with the idea of liberty, that there's that contradiction, that paradox.
Is it safe to say that Jefferson was probably one of our most enigmatic presidents?
Yes. Well, the thing is Jefferson was imperfect, Jefferson had slaves. Jefferson's imperfections got at the American paradox.
Okay. So the Declaration of Independence is not a document guaranteeing freedom.
Yes. I think that's fair. But once you put that writing in stone, it empowered people. It inspired people. It drove them to realize what those words meant.
Could mean.